Okay, welcome to day 2. Just walking down to the park. It's about 10 minutes walk from where I'm staying, and today I'm going to try and take you around the themed areas a bit better and explain what's where. So the plan is to get into the park and head to the Europa Park Express, which is the monorail, the big one, which we didn't go on yesterday, and we're going to go around to Spain and start there, and probably go around to Austria and Iceland and kind of work back up through the park there, and I'll show you all the themed areas. So let's go. So, less than 5 minutes on the virtual queue to get on there. It's a really fun flying theatre, it takes you all around the world, and there is a brand new scene for the movie vehicle coming out next year. Personally, it's not worth waiting more than 15 minutes for, so it's probably one to come back later in the day because everyone goes there first. But now I'm going to go up onto the monorail and get across to Spain. I've just missed it, so I'm going to wait a few minutes for it. This is the Spain Europa Park. There's not a huge amount of rides here. There's a couple of smaller dark rides, but there is two kind of show areas. There's a stage here which has some kind of flamenco dancing going on yesterday, and there's also the main one here, which is where I saw the Zorro show, which was fantastic and well worth checking out. There's a few restaurants as well, just so many places to eat and drink, and you can see there's all of these 50s everywhere for Europa Park's 50th anniversary, which is this year. The big celebration is actually next weekend, so I'm hoping today is not going to be quite as busy as next weekend would have been, which is when I was originally looking at. But you can also see you've got the train that goes around here if you want to get on that, and you've got the interaction with the log flume and the Alpine Express, which is actually in Austria. So we're going to go around to Austria and we're going to check out the Alpine Express, and I've got the chest strap today, so I should be able to take you on. So in this Austria area you also have this Erdinger Garten, which has typical German food going on, but it does include a vegan schnitzel, about 14.20 for that, so not too bad for theme park food, and beers are typically about €6. I think I basically sound about right, because it looked like the Alpine Express queue has just rocketed, and it's quite a slow moving ride, especially when they start using the VR upcharge as well. So capacity isn't great on that ride when you get 2 laps and there's only one train. I've just wandered back into Spain because the log flume has also now gone down. It's the first ride I have ever seen go down at Europa Park, so that's pretty impressive. This is one of the little dark rides in Spain. It's quite good fun. I'm not going to go on it today. And then you've got a kind of sea storm type ride in the building next to this, and of course this park does also have an outside sea storm type ride in another part of the park. I've managed to get myself a fast track for Woden as well, so we're going to wander over to that bit of the park that's not too far from here. So let's leave Spain and leave Austria and go for a walk. So at the opposite side of Spain to where you've got Austria, you have Portugal, where we've got the Atlantica Super Splash, which I've just been on. Wasn't too much for Soca, I was second row from the back. And you've also got this beautiful lounge bar on the ship. And this is also where the diving show is that I went to yesterday. You've got a beach area to go out on, some sun lounges, toilets, And that's about it. So we're going to head round and keep heading towards Iceland and Woden. Literally, like every part of this park is themed or landscaped, and we're just heading into Iceland now. Woden is a fantastic wooden coaster. Interestingly, they've put some steel Titan track at the start before you get to the lift hill. Not quite sure why, because it's not a rough coaster at all. It's one of the smoothest, best wooden coasters out there. A lot of fun, and could even take you guys along. We're going to go and check out Blue Fire now, and do the single rider, and then it's going to be lunchtime. We are still in Iceland, so you've got Woden in Iceland, and you've also got Blue Fire. There's some great places to eat around here. You've got a monorail stop. There's just so much going on, and it just looks so beautiful as well. So we're going to try Blue Fire single rider, I think. Two back-to-back rides there on Blue Fire in less than 15 minutes, thanks to the single rider, which was basically walk-on. I'm going to get some lunch now. I know exactly where I'm going. It's where this big queue is. It's where I wanted to go yesterday. They do the kind of flame-cooked fish. It looks fantastic. So let's see what that's like for lunch. Okay, that was some of the best salmon I've ever had. That's delicious. It was £6.91, so it's not too bad once it's all cooked fresh right in front of you. But I'm now going to go do something I've never done before. And I'm going to go and check out this splash battle because it's so hot. It's like 27 degrees. And I've never done a splash battle before. And it's really well themed and it looks pretty much empty. So I'm hoping that's going to go and cool me off a bit. Okay, this is my first ever splash battle. It's 27 degrees. And looking at people going off the ride and people on the ride, this is going to be absolute carnage. So, see what happens. That was really good fun. I was expecting that to be more soaked, but it really wasn't. That was quite refreshing. I'm going to grab a drink. I have now got a path to virtual line for Voltron, which is cool. So I'm going to head towards that way. We're going to leave Iceland and check out some Ross. So we're going to come down into Scandinavia, where we have the pirate ship, which I'm not going to do because I have just eaten, but we are going to go and do the rapids again. We've also got this chapel here. And then there's also just lots of little scenes and things to look at. We've got monorail passing above. We've got a rafting and pull across the river. We've got these boats here. There's so much stuff here, just to sort of filler attractions. And every single inch of this park looks beautiful. Like everything is cared for, nothing looks like it needs paint or like it's abandoned. Everything is just so well looked after, and it's just such a beautiful sunny day for it as well. So let's get on the rapids, see if they make me any wetter than the splash rapid, which I think I came off lightly with, despite the guys at that last bit before I went in the tunnel. So I couldn't leave Scandinavia without getting ice cream, so I've gone for a nice tiramisu one. It was €2.30, so about £1.99, which is not bad at all for proper ice cream, nice cone, and a beautiful view in the theme park. Okay, we've wandered out of Scandinavia into Austria and onto this boat ride that goes across the lake. Like, such a nice day for it. Some people have bought beers on. I think I might have missed the trip by not grabbing one beforehand. All these boats, ducks. Very nice one. Don't know what the duckie's doing there. But yeah, you can see a Sea House restaurant as well. Lots of outdoor seating. There's just so many places to sit and eat and enjoy yourself in this park. Now, of course, we've already been in Austria today because that's where the log flume was. What we're going to do now is walk around the other side of the lake into kind of the fairy tale area and go and check out Arthur, which is a powered indoor family coaster. And it's a splendid one. There's not many like it in the world. It's not too bad. It's not my favourite here, but it's certainly worth a ride, and I can take you guys on as well. So you've got all these nice little kind of walk-through areas, interactive things, and here's one of them. So we can press a button and see what happens.
Et voici les 7 petits chevreaux seuls à la maison et jouant de bonne humeur.
Okay, I'll press the French one, which means I have no idea what's going on. There is a German one as well, which I might have understood better, but okay, we've got another one here, sort of cats at a banquet, maybe? Oh, Puss in Boots. We've got an English one.
Once upon a time, a miller died, leaving the mill to his eldest son.
And this is one of those things to this park. There are just so many places just to wander off and have a look and check out, and it's all just laid out beautifully. And it's why, even though it's a really busy park day, there is so much capacity for things. Queues, the longest I've queued is 20 minutes so far. You know, the virtual queues help with stuff, single riders help, but also there's just a lot to do and a lot of places to sit and stop. But let's go and check out Arthur. So Arthur's single rider was walk-on. I waited about 2 minutes. There's lockers to put your bags in. You can take things in your pockets if you need to as well on that ride. And that ride's growing on me, actually, I've got to be honest. I didn't think much of it when I first went on it. The only thing I find is I think because they've got so many trains on, it's not unusual for your ride to kind of stop at one point and have to wait, which I do think takes away a little bit from it. Yesterday it was in the indoor scene, and just now it was in the outside bit, as you just saw. I think possibly one less train and things running quicker would probably be a better ride experience. But queues do get big for that ride. It says 25 minutes, but looking at the length of it, I think it's probably longer anyway. So single rider was definitely a good choice. And we're going to keep walking around the park now, get out the fairy tale area, and I think head towards France or Italy. Okay, I was completely wrong. This leads into England. So you've got the fish and chip restaurant there that does obviously fish and chips, but also burgers and currywurst. And the food there is pretty nice. I had fish and chips last time I was here. You've got the Irish pub at the back, which is not in fact a pub, it's just a dining area. And you've got the station here and the Globe Theatre. We've got a couple of smaller rides here, so a taxi ride, real taxi, train station, and theatre is a theatre, and then there's a laser maze here. I don't know what it is, so let's go and see what this is like. Okay, here we go. So we're only allowed a certain amount of folks. We've got 90 seconds. I think there's meant to be more smoke in here. Despite the lack of smoke and not having a clue what I was doing, I actually managed to complete the mission in 42 seconds. So not too bad, around the arcade. Okay, so that was England. This goes into Ireland, which is up here. I don't know how much this I'm going to show you because this is largely a family area. Okay, so we're in Germany and onto the puppet boat ride, which is largely clown themed, I think. But a nice little gentle boat ride for a summer's day. And again, another ride I didn't manage to do yesterday or back in October when I was here. Really nice ride there on the observation tower and some great views across the park. I think I'm now in the French area. French and German kind of just straddle each other in this park, but I'm pretty sure this is the French area now. The music's changed. So we're going to walk through France. I'm going to go on the Can-Can coaster, which I'm not going to take you on because it's a bit dark inside. I don't think the 360 will show it out, but it's going to give it a go on single rider. did not have a marching band playing Sex Bomb on my list of things to look out for today whilst in France, but there you go. Of course, around here you got loads of bakeries and pizza places, and again, lots to eat and drink. Can Coaster is really good fun. I prefer that to the VR overlay you can do on it, which is Phantom of the Opera theme, which we did by mistake back in October. It's an upcharge. It's only about €12. It's not too expensive, but me and my partner both thought each other wanted to do it, and then we came off it and went, well, I thought you wanted to do it. So, yeah, it's probably not worth the upcharge, if I'm honest, but we are nipping across into Croatia quickly because I have a Voltron virtual line. First time on this coaster for today. Hope I can take you along. So let's go check out my favourite coaster here, Voltron. I said it yesterday, I say it again, that coaster is absolutely incredible. It's relentless from start to finish, and it's got a nice front row POV as well. First ever front row ride, and that was awesome because you can see everything happening. Let's go back to France. It means the final race to do in France is Silver Star, so let's get back on that. So that was France with Silver Star. Incredible front row ride. I love that coaster almost as much as Voltron. It's just an airtime machine. So now we're heading around into Switzerland and we're going to do Matterhorn Blitz, the bobsleigh, and then head across towards Pirates Ride. Okay, we're going to go on a bobsleigh coaster. Just behind me, further up in Switzerland, is the raclette place. The raclette from there is really good. I mean, everywhere. The food here is just brilliant. But let's go and check out the bobsleigh. Okay, so that was good fun. I love those rides. A little bit rocky in places, but now we're going to head to Russia and Euromir because I've just got a virtual line for that, so I'll take you on that ride as well. And then we'll cover most of the park. There's just a couple more bits to show you. Building for Euromir is really cool. I love the kind of style of it. It's all kind of space themed in Russia, but it's not my favourite coaster in the park. And like I said yesterday, I have heard rumours it might get removed at some point. I reckon they could get rid of it and put a magnet extreme spinner in. Maybe it's time just to get rid of Russia from the park as well. But yeah, let's go and get on and I'll take you along with me. heading across to Holland to the Pirates ride. This is the last part of the park I haven't actually took you into. There's bits we haven't seen, so we haven't really looked much at this building on my right, which is where the new indoor gameplay theatre is. That was alright, it was good fun, but very screen heavy. But I have just got a virtual queue for the Pirates ride, so I'm going to walk very quickly and see if I can get there in time. So the final part of the park we haven't covered today is Greece, which is where Poseidon water coaster is. There's the Vekoma Madhouse, which I did yesterday, which is alright. It's got no like backstory or pre-shows used straight for Madhouse. But there is a little secret in the seats. And that's pretty much it. There is a Europa Park monorail stop here as well. But I've just got a virtual queue for the water coaster, so I'm going to get the chest strap on one more time and take you on a ride. And then we'll wrap up the vlog. Okay, front row on the water coaster. I'm going to regret this. Italy we didn't really pop into today, but today we've got Geisterschloss and a few other smaller rides. Okay, so I found myself back on the monorail because I spoke to people at information and they said if you want to eat at one of the hotels you can actually go into Spain and use the hotel exit. Not the hotel stop on the monorail, but the hotel exit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some pizza at Hotel Colosso over there, I think, tonight. It's been a fantastic day. Came in the park just after 9, I'm leaving just before 7. I've got so many rides, operations are fantastic, like the staff are just smashing cars out, doing such a good job regardless of the little spaces, it's really good to see. And that's going to help to keep queues down. Like the longest I've queued today has been like 20 minutes. Single rider for a lot of rides is worth it, it's not the Can coaster, I will do a separate video about that. But that's the end of my park vlogs, because I'm going to be in the park tomorrow and a bit of Monday, and it's just going to be myself. Going to enjoy myself, come back in, enjoy some rides and not take you guys with me, but I hope you've enjoyed the POVs. Subscribe for more stuff on the channel as and when I go to different parks. I'll be doing a few other Europa Park videos, some shorts, I'll put the POVs up separately and I will see you guys again soon.